Hey guys, I'm Tony Hannity's with LazyTechGuys.com, and this is a review of the Tylt Energy Case for the Galaxy S4. For those of you who don't know who Tylt is, they actually made a name for themselves back at CES 2013 as they came up with a really cool idea with a bendable or malleable car charger for either your iPhone or your device with micro USB. Anyway, so they're now getting into cases, and this case is more than just a case for your Galaxy S4. It is a sliding power case. So in that, this energy part actually is a 2300 milliamp battery, actually specifically a 2350 milliamp battery. And in the packaging, which is also beautiful right here too, you also get two options of colors for the actual casing around your Galaxy S4. So you get a black one and a blue one, and they're both pretty much the same. You have all the cutouts for the camera, cutout for the speaker on the bottom, and also for your charger. Now, whichever one that you use on a preferable basis, it really doesn't matter. They both have slide grooves, and you'll actually be able to see these a little bit better maybe in the written review on LazyTechGuys.com. But essentially, these tracks allow the case to just slide in to the battery part of it, and it doesn't come out. So it's actually, and I don't think I'm holding the case together. I'm holding it at the edge where it's clipped in. So at the bottom of this right here is actually a micro USB plug that fits in perfectly with the micro USB of the actual phone. Once that slides in there, you might ask, well, now how do I charge my phone? Well, at the bottom of the energy case itself is another micro USB. So the packaging comes with a micro USB cable, but obviously you can use a micro USB of your phone, and that would work fine. And the energy case part of it also leaves nice openings for the camera and flash, for the volume rocker, and everything else that you would need for easy access. There's even a hole for the speaker, so you know the speaker on the back of the Galaxy S4 is not very well placed. It still gets muffled, but with this opening, you know, it's trying, but it's not really the fault of the case. It's still going to sound a little muffled. So just be aware of that when you're using this case. But in regards to other features of this, you can still use NFC with this case. So my wife has a Galaxy S3, I have the S4. We can still bump or whatever, S-beam, whatever you want to call it, and you know, send pictures and stuff back and forth. And it still works with this case on, or of course, obviously, with the case off. So it's whatever you prefer. And in regards to how long it takes to charge the case, you can charge it separately from your phone and the case separately, but the phone can still be charged through the case's micro USB port. So what I've seen is that when you're using the case to charge everything, it first charges the phone, and then when the phone is at 100%, it'll charge the case. So the phone takes about an hour and a half to fully charge, you know, depending on how much power is coming out of your electricity, whatever. And then about another hour, hour and a half to charge the actual battery itself, the 2350 milliamp battery. When your phone is starting to die itself, this is the beauty of the case. So usually on my normal work day, I will just have my phone as is, and I'll, you know, do whatever I want with it. But when it gets into the 30 or 20%, then I'll pull this out of my bag, slide it in there, hold this button down at the back for about 2 seconds, and then it turns on, and then it actually will start charging my phone. Once it starts charging my phone, it's almost like a rapid charge. It charges my phone maybe in about 45 to an hour, and gets my phone back up to about 90%, sometimes all the way up to 100%. And at that time, when that's done, I can just remove it from the case. Because here's the thing, this is a great idea, but this is about 92 to 95 grams. And while that might not sound like a lot, adding that with the weight of the phone in your pocket, it becomes quite heavy. And just in my hand right now, it is quite heavy. You know, with the S4, even because it's all plasticky and whatnot, it's very light, which is, you know, pros and cons to that. But when you tack on this extra battery, you just have to be aware that your pocket is going to be worn down. So it's really nice that they made it that you can take the battery off when you don't want it. There are some other great options out there, but the only problem with them is that you have to have this extra battery with it all the time. So they just made it so there's still protector around the phone when you're not using the battery case anymore. And I personally think that's a great idea. The con, like I said, you can still do NFC with this, but I was doing it again trying it with my wife, and there were just some times where it didn't, I guess, beam properly. And when I took it out of the case, it seemed to beam fine. And then also I had another issue. This is, truth be told, this is my second case. So my first case, when I plugged the phone into the micro USB of the power case, I got a little notification on my phone saying, "This is not an authorized charger, please unplug." But it didn't really do anything bad to my phone, and the battery doesn't seem to be malfunctioning. Anyways, the second case, I haven't seen that happen ever again. So that just might have been a malfunction of the case itself. And what's really great that I can speak to is that the customer service of Tylt is very good, because they sent me a replacement case within a few days. So good for them on that. You know, for the life of me, I can't remember the retail value of this, but let's just say you are in the predicament that you don't have time to find wall chargers, or you're not in a car all the time. Having this extra battery case just to be in your bag or purse, tote bag, whatever you got going on, is a very handy tool. So in my opinion, I would give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. So go ahead and check out the full review with more pictures on lazytechguys.com. Leave your questions or notes or anything in the comment section below here on our YouTube channel, and we'll try to get to those as quickly as possible. You guys stay classy. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Goodbye. Good luck.